Do you take them at face value that they don't mix family with business? I mean, he was pretty steadfast about.
Hey, Lucas, did you hang up yet? You hung up? No.
Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Okay. Because he was he deadpanned it. He straight-faced it. We don't talk business in the family. We let the business be the business and the family be the family.
You want my take?
That's why I'm asking you. You worked with this man for 4, 5 years, 7 years, 11 months.
That conversation just changed my opinion with regard to the potential of Klay's future with the Warriors.
In what way?
It is now much more likely in my mind that he goes somewhere else.
No! Say it isn't so, Mark Willard. Because Mychal was not definitive with he's a Warriors and he's always going to be a Warriors.
Because Mychal was definitive with the idea of we don't talk about that and we are focused solely on right now and this year, and that is something that those who speak publicly on behalf of Klay have clearly sat down to discuss and said that is the line we're going to take right now.
We're not going to talk about July until July. We're focused on the play-in and getting out of the in and getting to the off and just focusing on Warrior basketball.
Human beings don't do that. That's what human beings say.
Right.
When they don't want to talk about something, but human beings don't do that. Like the whole idea, think about this. It's like every meditative sort of like suggestion that you get from the world, stay in the moment, right? That little saying that we play with, there's only 2 days a week that you can't do anything about. It's tomorrow and yesterday.
Yeah, speak on it.
I mean, come on. It doesn't mean you can do it, and it certainly doesn't mean it in a business. Did you believe Kevin Durant when he got to the podium? He's like, so I hadn't even thought about free agency, and I went to bed, and then I woke up 3 hours ago and decided I wanted to be a Warrior.
Bought it.
And now we've got a press conference. Amazing that it all got scheduled.
Right.
And everybody happened to be in the correct city. But because I wasn't even thinking about it until 3 hours ago.
And I think about it in terms of you having a junior in high school, and you're trying to get through junior year with him, but you're also thinking about where he's going to go to college in 17, 18 months, right?
Spring break right now. Half of his friends are around the country touring colleges.
Exactly.
Of course you I'm not thinking about July. Do you know how close July is?
It's 3 months, Mark.
Yo.
I got a golf tournament in July. I can't wait.
I bet a lot of you listening you've already put in for your vacation days in July.
Yeah.
Don't tell me you're not thinking about July. I'm thinking about July. I can tell you already probably the days that I'm going to miss for vacation.
Oh, I can't wait for July. I'll be in Truckee for 4 days in July.
I love Truckee.
In July.
Go on the river raft.
It's a golf trip.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Old Greenwood.
Yep, in Gray's Crossing.
Look at you. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't tell me you're not thinking about July. Yeah, you are.
Might have some new irons by July.
If the family is sitting there going, I don't talk to him about that.
No.
I'm not thinking about that. He's not thinking about that. In fact, I don't even know if he knows he's a free agent.
Well, he said in the Draymond pod, man, that snuck right up on me. I'm a free agent. I'm going to be a free agent. I think he's been thinking about this all year, and Klay even mentioned it in the Draymond podcast. Okay. He's been talking about the minutes bothered him, the contract bothered him, free agency.
Think about the human being we're talking about. He is literally the sports poster in the Bay Area for overthinker.
Klay Thompson.
Give me someone who's in his own head more than Klay Thompson.
Man.
Give me one Bay Area athlete who spends more time talking about mental health than Klay Thompson.
Can't think of a one.
And I'm supposed to believe that Klay has totally blocked out July? I don't. And by the way, I'm not put off by any of these answers.
Right.
It's business. And there's a lot going on behind the scenes. I'm sure. But when you take this approach, it tells me a certain thing. and that is that Klay probably was upset by the offer back in the beginning of the year, and my read on this now is that has not moved. He is probably still upset about it. He has compartmentalized it.
Right.
He is, as he even said, I'm about being thankful and having fun. I'm here for Steve. I'm here for Dre. I'm here for Steph.
And the fact that it took 4 meetings, 4 conversations with Steve Kerr to get through the point where he was upset about minutes and upset about the contract and upset about all these things. It took 4 conversations for him to realize, I need to just enjoy this. And since then, he's gone out and played great.
Yep.
And everything with the contract and then the next team, if there is one, all that will work itself out in July. But the idea that he hasn't spoken to his dad about it, they strike me as being pretty damn close.
They're very close.
Mychal and all his sons.
I mean, look.
And Klay, the brothers are very close. It's a close family.
Yes. Klay is obviously a grown A man.
Yes.
So it's not like they're talking on the daily. But yes, that's a very, very tight-knit family. It's a very tight-knit family. When Klay came into the league, he shared the same agent that his dad had through his career.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, these are the facts.
And I wasn't trying to repeatedly ask Mychal the same question.
Sure, we were.
But I wanted to kind of ask in a different way.
I know.
And I was playing off what you were saying, and he wasn't biting it.
No, because by the way, that tells me they have talked.
Right. But he did say the 4th time I asked him a question about his son, he mentioned in the end about them, are they still good enough to win, and does that matter? And of course that matters. And so if they still are within the scope of a winning situation, maybe that's what sways Klay to stay.
If you're just joining us, Mychal Thompson, Klay's dad, just joined us. This is what he said when he asked if he has talked to Klay about free agency.
I don't really talk to Klay about that because I don't want to put that kind of burden on him or pressure on him or bug him about it. I'm sure he thought about it enough, so he doesn't need to hear that from me. I just want him to have fun today, be in the present, and not worry about it. Just think about the game tonight to try to help get his team into the real playoffs, out of the play-in. So, no, we don't talk about that. I keep that business stuff, that side away from the family.
I keep that business stuff side away from the family.
No, you don't.
And you know the man.
No, you don't. No, you don't. Again, I'm not trying to pin Mychal or Klay. I'm not offended by any of this. I get it. What this tells me is that, I think what a lot of us Warrior fans have been wondering, is Klay going to look at free agency as business decision or big 3 decision? The answer is business decision. And yes, listening to that made me think it is more likely than I thought before that Klay is open to a different jersey.
And it may just depend on how much money is out there for him. Money, power, respect is an old hip-hop song from the early 00s, and that may be what it comes down to. Does he feel respected? If he felt disrespected by 2 years and 48 and that offer hasn't changed, then I don't know where we'll be if he gets an offer for 2 and 60.
I give Mychal a lot of credit. Mychal is too smart to do what so many family members, Brandon Ayuk's being the latest,
right?
To head to social media or a microphone and blast out what's going on. I respectfully don't buy that they don't talk about it.
Right.
Because they're